What's up everyone? Welcome to Ashley Talks Movies. Today's video is a review of Joker Folie à Deux, a follow-up to 2019's Joker, which was directed by Todd Phillips, who returns to direct the sequel. Here, Arthur Fleck is awaiting trial for his crimes as Joker when he meets another inmate at Arkham named Harleen Quinzel, who helps spark the music inside him. Before I jump into the review, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos I post here on the channel. Joker 2 is kind of a mixed bag for me because on the one hand, it continues many of the bold moves made in the first movie, but on the other hand, it takes the story in a completely different direction that I don't think completely works. I'll start with a positive though. Back when I reviewed 2019's Joker, I praised Joaquin Phoenix's performance, calling it the best part of the movie, and that's true here. Phoenix gives another stellar performance as Arthur/Joker, transforming himself for the role and portraying the complexity of this character. I would also add that Lady Gaga gives a great performance as Harley Quinn, even though, surprisingly, she's not given much to work with. Joker 2, much like the first movie, is a character study, and it's really about breaking down and analyzing what makes Arthur Fleck and Joker. And throughout this movie, there's this commentary on whether or not those two identities are the same or if they are completely different people. This idea even plays out in the courtroom drama portion of the movie. Arthur is on trial for the crimes committed by Joker in the first movie, but the argument is that Arthur didn't do those things, Joker did, because Arthur is one personality and Joker is another. So again, there's this discussion about mental illness, and the movie goes a little further with questioning society's role in how to deal with it. So there are some things at play here with the story that I did find interesting, but I think overall the execution just didn't work. The story doesn't really feel like it goes anywhere. In fact, some parts of this movie just comes across like a recap of the first movie. There are scenes that only seek to remind you of things that were in the previous movie. This movie also has some really bad pacing issues that make it feel much longer than its 2-hour runtime. And this is where I'm going to talk about the musical aspect of the film because it's a big part of it. A majority of the musical numbers don't work, and that's mostly because they feel out of place. Now, I am a person who loves musicals. I love musicals. So I was a little disappointed that the music side of this didn't work. There are a couple of instances where the musical aspect works, especially when it's used to give you a better sense of what's going on in Arthur's mind, and you get to see how his delusions play out. And this kind of goes back to the title of the movie, Folie à Deux, which is a French term that means, shared delusion. And so a lot of the delusions that Arthur is having, Harley Quinn is in them. And so you get a better sense of what's going on in his mind, especially now with this relationship he has with Harley Quinn. But the rest of the musical scenes just feel so out of place. It's mostly characters breaking out into song mid-conversation, and what they're singing about doesn't really move the plot along. And so it really just feels like a half-hearted attempt at a musical. So yeah, Joker 2 for me wasn't great, but I also wouldn't say it's an awful movie. It's somewhere in the middle. It's fine. It has great performances from Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. It has amazing cinematography, and I mean the shot compositions are fantastic, and even the lighting is amazing, just much like the first movie. I mean, visually, this movie looks amazing. But the story needs a lot more work. The musical part didn't work. And I think, it didn't feel like this sequel was necessary because the story doesn't really advance at all. So yeah, so those are my thoughts about Joker 2. Share your thoughts in the comments. Like this video, subscribe, and stick around for more content like this.